You have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before.
He's got guns and he's got semen-coated VHS tapes. I would have went in a hazmat suit.
This is so sad.
All of it means something a little different to me than it does to everybody else.
Damn. Because Jag knew about this for years.
So what's next, Jag? What happens next? You know?
Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have.
I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected. There's not a day that's gone by in the past 4 years that I don't acknowledge that because of what I choose to do, I might lose my life today. That's a reality. I could let that freak me out. I could let that make me scared. Or I could say, I got good friends, people that believe in me. And I'm just going to keep going full throttle.
The hip-hop world is rattling once again as leaked posts, cryptic messages, and the uneasy voice of an artist under pressure ignite a storm of speculation, with attention narrowing on figures like Diddy and Jaguar Wright, while 50 Cent points to what he describes as a far darker battle within the industry. What began as scattered rumor has evolved into a tense web of suspicion, hidden agendas, and raw influence, hinting at forces operating far beyond the public eye. Known for her talent and fearless honesty, Jaguar Wright now stands as a symbol of both resilience and vulnerability, with recent messages reading less like casual updates and more like urgent warnings from someone feeling cornered. Her haunting words, "I'm tired of being afraid," sent shockwaves through her supporters, signaling a stark shift from the confident performer who once commanded stages nationwide. Fans aren't seeing a cry for attention. They're sensing a genuine distress that exposes the heavy price of speaking out in an industry where silence is often enforced, leaving a troubling question hanging in the air. Not whether she's being sidelined, but who might want her silenced, and why.
Me, and then confirming me, and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday.
Real life. It ain't real life. Just ain't. Real life street star. You know what time it is.
He brought you on to speak on Diddy, and it seemed that as if your focus turned to Jay-Z, his wife.
That's always been my focus.
Yes. What?
They're one and the same. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
Mm-hmm. You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly. Let's deal with the sandwich.
We asked you this last time, and Piers Morgan said it. They're not here to defend themselves. Do you think they will the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about
Beyonce
what's going
is
on?
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his
calling that nigga Love and anything that he did love. Brother Love. What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love? Baby love? Explicit love? Hey! They never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Oh man, it's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All that people talking about fathers.
In the days that followed, her social media transformed into what felt like a restless digital diary. Late-night posts, tense warnings, and cryptic remarks that left her audience deeply unsettled. She spoke of feeling watched, of sleepless nights under constant pressure, a tone fans interpreted as genuine fear rather than performance. With each message, the unease deepened, pulling supporters further into a mystery that felt impossible to ignore. Platforms once used to celebrate her artistry now appeared to serve as a fragile lifeline, where followers tried to decode her words and understand who, or what, she believed was closing in. What initially seemed like routine industry noise quickly shifted into something far more urgent, turning every update into a signal of distress. When an artist's words sound like an attempt to outrun unseen forces, the question becomes unavoidable. Are these fears imagined, or is she reacting to pressures beyond public view? In moments like this, speculation loses relevance. The emotional weight of her messages reads less like rumor and more like a person fighting to be heard in a world where voices can too easily be drowned out.
Where it just says, Jay-Z is the real monster. Now, before you speak on it, to even get to Piers Morgan, can you explain how that took place and why even take that interview to go forward?
Well, excuse me.
Bless us.
I can't say that I sought it out because I didn't. Truth is we didn't see it coming. But I have to credit Odell.
Shout out Odeezy.
My love. I have to credit him because since we've combined and joined forces and become a hell of an investigative journalism team. See, I'm the content, I'm the passion, I'm the voice. I'm also the brain, but I do too much by myself. That's the brain. That's the administrator. That's the bloodhound. And there were so many people that hacked into so many of my accounts. People didn't even know how to get in touch with me anymore. And Odell created that lane. And they reached out to him. Piers Morgan's producers called him directly. And we talked about it briefly, and I said, we have to do it. We have to. Because the one thing I know about Piers Morgan is he is smart prey. And not only is he smart prey, he is a great conductor of information. He also vets things viciously. And I want to thank you for that. Because if my word is good enough to make it through Piers Morgan's firewall of please don't sue me, then I guess he just vetted me for every ounce of real life content on this blue couch. We thank you for that.
Do you feel that Pierce Morgan allowed you to get, because you only have so many minutes. I know you don't know exactly how the show is going to be structured.
Yeah.
Did you get what you want to say out? And was there more for you to say? Of course, there's more to say.
I'll never have enough to say.
Right.
There will never be enough screen time for me to say. But what I will say is, I'm grateful for the questions he asked. I'm grateful for the time he gave me to answer. And I pray that I was able to hit everything that needed to be hit for the public.
How did you feel about Vlad going after you?
I loved it. I saw the lineup immediately.
Right.
Especially when I saw the lawyer, Ariel, kid that came after.
Right.
What Pierce did was brilliant journalism.
Right.
He created a beef without there being one. And he created multiple episodes for confrontation after. It's brilliant.
It is, Vlad has said, you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yes.
He has never wanted you on a show. He has
Ever.
reached out to you.
You know what? Hold up. Drum roll. Where do I find that receipt?
We got, is there? There's receipts?
No, it's on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So let me go over here to my baby's channel, Set in the West. Shout out to Set in the West.
Running the numbers up. Go there for all the exclusive.
You know, it's so funny.
As Jaguar's posts grew increasingly troubling, the online community responded with alarm and unity, flooding her pages with messages of support and tagging everyone from local officials to national organizations in what felt like a digital distress call, rallying behind hashtags calling for her safety. Even 50 Cent, usually sharp and unbothered, appeared unsettled, warning that the industry can be unforgiving and suggesting her distress may stem from real pressure rather than imagination. Fellow artists amplified her messages, some quietly asking if anyone had heard from her recently, others hinting that she might be pointing toward issues too dangerous to say openly. What began as ordinary online chatter rapidly transformed into a collective sense of urgency, a public intervention unfolding in real time, leaving behind one chilling question. If so many people recognize the danger, why does no one seem to know how to truly protect her?
Jack, what is the protocol for a woman that's getting an abusive relationship? What is she supposed to do?
Well, it all depends on who the man is.
Someone that's rich with power, like P. Diddy.
I wish somebody would ask why Tweet was so suicidal for so long, walking around with Missy Elliott. You know, I'm just tired of motherfuckers lying about this.
People constantly covering it up.
Just lying. All the women that have been hurt. You know, I remember the first time that happened to me. Took me 8 weeks before I could cough without wanting to vomit. 2 crack ribs. They beat everybody the same way.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's like there's a fucking handbook when they sign their record deals. How to fucking hurt her and keep her loyal. That nigga was so fucking like gung-ho that he woke up out of his sleep to whoop her.
That's a fact. Running down the hallway, butt naked. That's crazy.
So what I would like to do, first of all, Jag, I want to say happy birthday.
Thanks.
I know you wake up to this on your birthday. You see
what
this.
What a birthday gift, right?
Right.
But I want everybody to know that what they're watching is what said a lot of things that are happening now in emotion. There is a moment where enough becomes enough.
Hey, Jag.
Hey, babe.
It's Angel. Hi.
I know who it is.
Happy birthday for me as well, honey. As fabulous as you are. I want to know. I know that you had mentioned in previous interviews that there's nowhere to go when you are dealing with physical abuse or assault when you're in these situations with these men who are in these positions. That there's, everyone's being paid off in some sort of way. How, when you know that, hey, this is a detriment to my life, how do you go about it? Do you kind of tell anybody that will listen so that there's a record? Do you try to run? Can you run?
The more people you tell, the more danger you are in. Because everyone's going to pick what side they want to fall on. And if you have more people that are worried about dancing with the devil than dancing with the angels, then you're on your own. So it's better not to say anything. You got to vet everyone that you talk to thoroughly. Make sure they're not on the devil's take, and then
That's
you
true.
gotta see if you can find somebody that's willing to be brave enough to.
Because like even let's just take Young Miami for an example. She's with Diddy right now. She gets paid around like $250K a month to do all these heinous things at these parties and with workers, and it goes very, very far. Now the people that she's surrounded with, she's probably surrounded with girls, from the strip club or ones that want to be city girls. They're literally gonna tell her, yo, get that money. You know what I'm saying? Go through it. She's gonna have all this support telling them
To grasp the danger Jaguar believes is closing in, you have to follow the powerful names she's referenced and the influence attached to them. Over the years, she has openly accused some of the music industry's most dominant figures of manipulation, betrayal, and concealed misconduct, claims that have unsettled fans and insiders alike. She has spoken about personal harm, deception, and deliberate obstruction, but one allegation sent shockwaves through the culture. Her suggestion that Sean Diddy Combs possessed undisclosed knowledge surrounding the notorious B.I.G.'s death. That claim alone froze conversations, muted media coverage, and intensified quiet scrutiny behind the scenes. When she later hinted at a shadowy network within entertainment that exploits artists, the line between fear and whistleblowing became dangerously thin. Whether driven by evidence, emotional strain, or a complex mix of both, her statements forced an uncomfortable reality into view, one where truth is treated as a liability, and speaking too loudly can come at a steep personal cost.
Y'all ain't seen shit. It's just taste.
Ooh. Wow.
The thing that fucks me up is I know what Boo done for me. But I know there's another tape of me. And I'm just waiting to see where that's going. Wait to see another tape of me.
Oh, she's saying that there's another tape of her probably doing something, and she's having a feeling now as if it's gonna come up. Because at this point, she definitely has a good understanding that a lot of things are getting exposed right now. So that's probably been in the back of her mind. I wonder if what I did 20 years back or so, or 15 years back, is gonna come up.
Me up is.
Seems like the industry is falling apart right now.
Boo done for me. But I know there's another tape of me. And I'm just waiting to see where that's going.
Where do you think that thing stands for Young Miami, for Carisha?
I think that she just slid her rest.
Oh, Carisha's Young Miami. I didn't even know that.
Just like that. Those. I don't know why you complaining about eating. It's all right by me. I hate it's like her. The sexy reds. Nicki Minaj. But see, those was already trash when they came. So they don't mind being all over. That's why they so overzealous. That's why they work so hard. See, it's easy for them. They used to it. Why y'all want everybody to be hurt as bad as yours? They be setting up just to watch them get wrong, so they can feel better about themselves. Don't you, Onika?
It's wicked. That's wicked.
That'd be the best birthday gift ever. All drop dead instantly.
So are you saying that like these female artists who are over in the public, they're that way for a particular reason because they're engaged in these
to what they're
sort of
damn near
behavior?
down for every last bit of it. If they ain't down for the Tootsie, get them good. Ain't that right?
Bro, she knows. She was in their position before.
25 years I've been working in this town.
It's just like, it's too crazy for people to believe.
And where I'm at right now, I look to my left and I can see Marina Del Rey. Where I left Cat. And to my right, I see Santa Monica, where I shot my Coca-Cola commercial when I was pregnant with Sam.
I think that THC starting to kick in a little bit for Jag right now.
I look behind me and I see Sunset Boulevard. All those drugs and all that crime.
Over time, Jaguar Wright's name has grown increasingly divisive as collaborations dried up, interviews disappeared, and even former allies quietly pulled away, wary of the turbulence surrounding her. She became the industry's cautionary figure, someone who spoke boldly and paid a steep price for it. Yet despite repeated efforts to sideline her, Jaguar refused to retreat. Her live stream sharpened, her delivery more urgent, declaring that her voice could be challenged, but her truth could not be erased, while hinting at information she believes could disrupt some of music's most protected narratives. If even part of what she suggests were ever substantiated, it could force a reckoning within the industry's inner circle. But in pursuing what she views as accountability, Jaguar now appears trapped between two unforgiving forces, one that doubts her credibility and another she believes wants her silent. In that narrow space, speaking out comes at a heavy cost, and for her, that cost seems to have become isolation itself.
Still walking around.
Well, Jag, we're so glad. It's your birthday. We want you to feel better for the rest of the day. We ain't going to take no more.
This time last year, I was in Loose Sterrett, not that far from where y'all at right now. The girls made me a spread. They made me an Oreo cookie fake, the cake with the commissary. They pulled out the summer sausage.
Yo, Jag
Oh,
is
they put it on for me.
yeah. Jag is baking on something good. Whatever she baking on is mighty sticky.
Shout out to all my girls on the 7th floor, North Tower. Who knows where you might be celebrating your birthday next year? Just keep the faith. I woke up on a concrete slab on a yoga mat last year for my birthday, and this year I woke up in a suite. And I can see the ocean right there on the red. You ain't gotta understand me, but please believe me. I don't lie. A month ago, I sat here on this very channel and I told y'all, put the boots to that girl.
She sure did.
Why
say
don't
that.
y'all believe me? I don't know why they don't believe.
What's next, Jag? What's next?
A martini in a black dress. We're gonna figure out a way to make artistry cruelty free. That's what's next for me.
That's dope. That's what's up.
Because the one person that should be saying something right now isn't. And that's Ryan Leslie. Because you were the man in her life before Diddy. He moved you just clean out the way. Or did he pay you to walk away?
Ooh, Ryan
That would be the best interview in the world right now. Somebody interviewing Ryan Leslie about how he feels watching, and he loved Cassie.
We might need to look into that.
Smooth moved you out the way. And you're in Korea too. He punked you more than he punked Cuddy, and he blew up Cuddy's car. Why you just let
Ryan Leslie was just a singer and producer a couple years back, maybe like a decade back or so.
just Smooth take your chick? Hey, you said nothing, Ryan Leslie. You adored Cassie. That first record, I know you listen to that and you probably cry. The question is, how much did Diddy pay you to give her up? Because technically, that could be considered trafficking.
Oh, snap.
That's what's next, Brooke.
Jag.
Sheesh.
The saga continues.
Bro, it's like a trickle effect of just grimy actions, bro. I got a cramp. I worked out today, man. It happens. But seriously.
Reactions from Jaguar's peers have exposed just how fractured the music world truly is. Some voices, like Talibga, responded with visible concern, sharing her posts and urging fans to check on her well-being, while others chose silence, offering vague reflections on mental health without acknowledging her directly, a distance that spoke louder than words. Then came 50 Cent, weighing in with his signature blunt clarity, pointing out how the industry often treats those who challenge powerful figures, warning that they'll question your stability right before history proves your point. His comment landed less as a prediction and more as an observation of a cycle he believes repeats itself. Together, these reactions highlight an uneasy contradiction. An industry that celebrates authenticity often falls silent when uncomfortable, complex truths surface, moments that demand real.
With that being said, was it stated that you weren't going to rebuttal Vlad at that time? Did they let you know?
I didn't even know Vlad was going to be on.
Oh,
Like I said, it was brilliant.
Wow.
Because everything that he said, denouncing me and then confirming me and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released.
Mm.
And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday. See, that's what happens when you're a liar. See, I didn't have to worry about what I said on Monday because I knew what I said on Monday was going to hold up on Wednesday. The truth needs no support, just time and room.
Why do you think Vlad has been allowed to take root in our culture and be able to do as many things as he's been able to do?
I believe, in my opinion, that he is an information and disinformation agent. I think the reason why it's hard for anyone to attach him to any American agency is because he isn't a part of any American agency. I have reason to believe that he is Mossad, Israeli intelligence background. I mean, you were born in that region, or at least your people come.
Diddy remains publicly quiet, calm, distant, and seemingly untouched, but that silence feels less like absence and more like authority, a reminder of how power often speaks without words in this industry. Still, with 50 Cent's blunt commentary cutting through the noise and Jaguar's posts spreading rapidly across social media, that sense of control appears to be slipping. Fans are connecting dots, pointing to past legal disputes, stalled collaborations, and whispered agreements, treating every pause and every refusal to comment as a message in itself. The conversation has shifted sharply. Is Jaguar revealing hard truths shaped by lived experience, or is she an artist buckling under immense pressure? Either way, her story pulls back the curtain on a darker side of the spotlight, one where success often drowns out the voices left behind. In the end, the most disturbing issue may not be any single claim, but the silence that surrounds it, raising one final question. When the noise fades, who will still have the courage to speak?